You know what it is, man. The Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, Murder Ave Gang. You know we outside, and I gotta be tapping in with my guys, the Gahhd Cast. You heard?
Welcome world. Episode 49 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. We got a special guest in the building today.
Oh yeah.
Battle rap legend, URL veteran, Brooklyn MC, Murder Ave representative, top tier lyricist, and I don't care if you think that last line was funny, as long as everybody keep paying here that top tier money.
Hey.
The homie Cortez is in the building.
Gang.
Brother Tez, thank you for being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
We got a lot on the docket to talk about with the brother Tez. He got a new project out. It's called Resolutions that dropped, I believe, last week or 2 weeks ago officially.
January 1st. What's that? What's today's date?
Today's what? 11, 12?
No, 15.
Today's
2 weeks
15?
ago.
Sheesh.
2 weeks
Time
ago.
flying.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks of the
Time
day
flying.
to the day.
To the day. 2 weeks old today. Everybody make sure you go cop that.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Resolutions
Yep.
by the homie Cortez. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all them good stuff.
All them things.
And
Tap in.
also, make sure you're following the homie Cortez at Cortez_bodega. That's Cortez with a Z, so make sure you're following him on all the socials.
Big
As
facts.
always, to the left, I got my homie VS.
Yo, we in the building. You know what it is? We in the building with a legend.
Absolutely.
Fucking living legend, yo.
That's dope. On the check-in, International Blood.
Good, my nigga.
Where you checking in from this episode?
The tire shop.
Yo, I had to come out to Toronto to see what it is. You know, I was checking the battle with that Cat Hollow hand that Cortez smacked him up.
Nasty
And
work.
you know, I had to rep with the Blue Jays hat.
Nasty
I seen that he
work.
had the Blue Jays hat in the battle, and you know, I got the all beige joint. I had to come, you know, blend in and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You always do that journalistic homework on the next level.
6 degrees of
that we
separation,
always
yo.
respect.
Big facts.
Album is fuego, by the way. Album is fucking fire, my
I
brother.
super appreciate that, man. I'm
Yes,
super
sir.
humble for y'all to have me here today.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, let's have fun.
Absolutely,
This
absolutely.
is like I said before. This is a conversation.
Before we
want
get
us
into
to
the
talk our
intro,
shit.
before we get into the interview, let's shout out the sponsors. We
Got
got
some
new
amigos
sponsors.
right here. That's the first one.
Casamigos.
Casamigos.
That shit is gonna have us breakdancing in a little while.
Galactic Meds right here.
Galactic
Right.
Meds. Is this
What's
on the
up?
market? Can we find this?
Yeah. You can find the IG page.
Galactic Meds
Tap
on
in.
IG. Check
Gorilla
that
Pie.
out.
That just sounds scary.
Shout out to Crazy Horse for sending us nothing. Shout out to Dutch Masters, because everybody loves Dutch Masters.
Vanilla
don't?
Dutchies, baby.
Yo, is Crazy Horse a pause?
Is Crazy Horse?
Is Crazy Horse a pause? Yo,
Is it?
shout out
Crazy
to it. May
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah.
yo pause anyway. We
Yeah,
just being
just
safe
pause
today.
just
You
in case.
heard?
Pause
We
just
got
in
90
case.
minutes. We being safe today.
Yeah,
you heard?
man.
And shout out to the illest spot in America, Cheap Time.
Cheap times. We gonna do it for cheap times.
time.
Now we got the homie. Oh, my bad. Real quick, make sure everybody's following. Like I said, the homie Cortez at Cortez with a Z _bodega. Make sure you're following at GAHHD_podcast. Make sure you're following Deadass _worldwide. Make sure you're following at the real VSOP on Twitter.
Hey.
Make sure you're following Efren R711. That's Brother F. Shout out to Brother F and Straight Fuego Studios for having us as always. And make sure you're following Last Breath Entertainment. Now, Brother Tez, thank you for being here. We're going to do a
I'm
shot
here.
to start the show?
I'm here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Fuck it. The first time on air that we take a shot, I might fuck around and fall off the chair.
Let's
and
do
shit.
it. Take the cup.
But we do have a living legend in the house, a brother that I've
I'm gonna
seen
pour the
in-
troubles. I'm gonna
in
pour the
plenty
troubles.
of
Don't
battles.
Shit, I'm gonna have to go grab me a beer out the fridge.
worry. Yo,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
man.
man. You in
Get that
Toronto too?
brewski.
You in T-Dot too, yo?
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
They got the good balls. I don't know what's open out there, but I know you got definitely some good beers, strong beers out there.
Molson's.
Bolsons.
The craft brews,
Get
brews
yourself a
out here.
Molson.
Get some.
Yo, eat some
what's-
poutine.
That
You
was
gotta
gonna say some
poutine
poutine.
right now,
Yeah,
yeah.
get that poutine popping.
Cheers, my
Cheers, my
brothers.
brother.
Yo,
Thank you for
more
being
life.
here.
Thank you,
Blessings.
y'all.
Brother Blood, blessings.
God bless, baby.
Oh damn!
Now we
That's what
good.
y'all niggas do. Ah.
Now we good.
Woo! All right, Cortez, Murder Ave.
Oh yeah.
What's up, G?
Where we gonna start? Battles?
What your round?
No.
Your round you got for me? What we doing?
Oh, I gotta flip the page. now.
Listen.
I gotta go to page 57.
Listen, I've been looking around the room. I got like 4 bars. I got 4 bars.
We're gonna do this for real?
Oh, he's gonna kill you.
I get excited.
Nah.
You know how funny that's gonna be?
I get murdered.
No
It'd be worth it though.
Then we'll go viral like
Who
he
could
was.
say, like, yo, who could say, like, yo, Cortez came and just murdered me on the mic?
Yeah. Hilarious. All right.
You gotta go first though, being the host.
Oh, I gotta do this shit where I make fun of myself. I gotta do this shit where I make fun of myself, so then he can't diss me that much and shit. I call myself fat, old, lazy, fuck it. I like that.
You are fat.
It's true. It is.
That B Rabbit.
Wait. Before battle rap, before anything, let's go all the way back to the beginning. You was born in Puerto Rico or born in Brooklyn?
Born in Brooklyn.
Born in Brooklyn.
Nice.
What part?
Bed-Stuy. Murder
Bed-Stuy,
Ave.
Brooklyn.
Do it
Murder
live.
Ave, aka Murder Ave.
And this was during
It
what
was
time?
technically named
Like-
Murder Ave like in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then they changed it. I guess, they was just like, yo, we're wildin'. Like,
Yeah, exactly. What
why
the hell is
this
going
named
on?
Murder Ave?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So like when they started building Fort Greene projects and all that, they changed it to Myrtle. They tried to. That was the first steps of gentrification.
Exactly.
It didn't
Cleanup,
work.
the cleanup.
Fort Greene projects,
nah.
Marcy, Sumner, all that. It was clip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? The reputation still stayed there though. But that was 90s.
Right, exactly.
All right.
Okay.
When did you discover, or better yet, was hip hop like your first musical discovery, or were your parents like getting you on some salsa?
Like I don't know about y'all, right? My mother was a huge like salsa merengue.
Salsera.
Like she was into it, and also like she lived on the island, so she was like a little dance hall queen. Like she got busy.
Oh wow.
Nice.
But technically, that's how she met my pops. My pops was one of the illest dancers on the island too.
Oh, word?
So yeah, they met or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My pops was a goon though. Like he wasn't good. He wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't good for whatever. So my mom had to get away. And when she got away, she came back to New York because she lived in like my grandparents. My grandfather fought in the Korean War. He got and then he got a postal job. They gave a lot of the military guys when they came home jobs. So he got a
Government
postal
jobs.
job.
Yeah.
They moved to Brooklyn. We lived in LJ. They lived in LG. My mother got raised in LG. She was born in PR, but like maybe 3-4 years old, they moved to Brooklyn, LG. She grew up there until she got to high school. When my grandfather retired after 20 years, he bought a house in PR. They moved back. So my mother went to college out there. That's where
Smart.
she met my pops. You know what I mean? It wasn't good.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're going back
here.
to New York. You know what I mean? To get away and shit.
Back to
And
the
then,
town.
you know what I mean? And when she got to Brooklyn, she realized she was pregnant with me. So, it was a fresh start. So,
Nice.
so she used to
Blessings.
listen to all that music. It just be me and her in the crib.
Right.
And a couple years passed. My step pops, he was Spanish too, but he was into like the Beatles, Elton John, like classic rock.
Oh, nice.
So whenever I get in the car, if I'm in the car with mommy's playing Hector Lavoe, Gran Combo, and all that. And then when I'm in the car with step pops, it's fucking the Beatles and
Led Zeppelin.
Elton John and I'm talking about like real old school shit, like 50s, 60s. So I understood like melodies and like tone and
different sounds.
different sounds that was
Variations.
catchy.
Yeah.
So when
And
I
instruments.
yes.
'Cause
But what I really realized was like I used to like memorize little things and just like be annoying with it. Like those tunes would stay in my head. Like Elton John, Benny in the Chest. Like I used to just sing in the Benny in the Chest. And my mom was like, "Shut the fuck up, nigga! Like what's up with you?"
My
Like,
son does that
you know
now.
what I mean?
yo.
So I used to
That's
do
crazy.
that, and my grandmother used to tell me, she was like, "Yo, he's gonna be a singer, or something like that." I used to just have this shit in my head, and then when I got like maybe like 9, 10, then I started hearing hip hop, and I know the first song I heard was METHOD Man. I remember, and I was just like, "Yo, this is catchy."
Dope.
And then
That's-
from
that's
there, I
crazy.
started getting into the whole like Death Row was popping, then Big,
Wow.
Wu-Tang.
Oh,
You know
so-
what I mean? Nas.
So you experienced all that, like basically the golden era.
Like I came into my own with hip hop, but I already had a good sense of music, so it was just like, okay, I understand Spanish music, I understand classic music, and now this is my era. So it was like easy for me to catch the flows. I remember I would write down the lyrics, like when Pac dropped Thug Mansion. Like I remember I stopped on my tape player every line and wrote it down. Every line and wrote it down. And then I had like a paper of the whole song, and then I learned how he rhymed, like where the rhyme words were,
words
and then I structured it. Remember back then you had to write everything. It wasn't like a note in my phone. I was a kid, and I remember my little brother was just like, "Yo, like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, like." You know what I mean? And I would just try to like catch the flows. I would try to catch the flows, and then I would memorize the songs. And then I just used to have a tape deck. The radio would come on, Funk Flex,
press play,
or Monday Night Clues or whatever like that. I knew like certain freestyles and stuff would drop. I would just record them, play my video games. I would play all my video games on mute and just be playing my tapes.
Did you get to experience Stretch and Bob?
Nah, I was too young. I was too young. Like I go back and it's crazy because they pay homage to like the battle rappers and stuff. So like there's a lot of people that were before me that have tapped in and showed love, like Rakim or Big Daddy Kane. And you know, I wasn't as familiar with them. So then it was like when I got to that type of level with the battle rap, I did my research. Like I went back and got old albums and listened to certain things. You know what I mean? I went back to Illmatic. I went back to Slick Rick. I went back to Rakim and them. Rick. You know, even NWA and stuff. Like I get those moves sometimes, even to this day. Like I might be like, yo, shit, I never really heard LL's first album. You know what?
Yeah. Let me listen. Let me listen
to it. You know what I mean? And I'll just load the L, roll up, and just listen to some shit. You know what I mean? And even if it might sound dated or something, you still find jewels.
I was gonna say you still get something from it.
And that's kind of the goal I want with the music I make or with anything I make. You want it to be a little timeless, you know?
Yeah.
That's something like within battle rap, like especially with that extensive career. Certain battles I sit back and be like, that shit still hits today. And then certain things I'll be like, that shit dated. So I'm still learning. Like there's still sometimes I put something together, I'll be like, nah, this is only for that moment. I don't want it for now. I want some shit that's gonna be 10 years now, still effective. You know what I mean? And when you figure that, like I say, man, this shit is just like an evolving thing. It's not like an NBA player or sports athlete where like an age stops them.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm in my 30s. Yeah, I feel like I'm in my 30s and I'm the best rapper I've ever been.
Right.
You know, like complete rapper. And that's like crazy. Like I've been rapping since I was fucking 12, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying?
So imagine how much more you got to go.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And I think the key is really you just can't be out of touch. You got to know what's going on.
True.
And if you know what's going on, you can balance it with your talent and with your specialties and shit you know to execute longevity.
Right.
And that's really the goal.
Yeah,
longevity.
That's a good way of thinking because that's how you evolve. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the good thing with rap is that is your brain that's
exactly.
You get wiser. That's you
get more game. You get more game. I felt like even like this year, like I feel like with all the shit that went on the past year, I felt like there was a lane for people our age. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm in my mid 30s, right? So like I feel like there's a lane now for us where people want to hear the shit that we go through.
Yeah.
Like I did the hustling. I was really in the streets. I've had to balance like certain notoriety and fame with still being a hood nigga, still being a hood. I'm not Jay-Z. You feel me? So I've had to balance those things where you got a name, but your money is low. And then I've also experienced shit where it's like, yo, I'm out of town for a month and I'm got fucking 20 bands on my account and it's lit. And then, you know, you come back home and there's an eviction notice on the door. Like I've been through shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like
we've all been through it.
You got those stories and people could relate to it where it's like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like you want to talk those stories. It ain't all about the turn up shit. You know, I let the young niggas do that. You can't knock them. That's what they on. That's the type of shit they on. And I know young when I was that age, I ain't want to hear nothing from these little niggas, from these older niggas either. I'm like, yo, shut up, old head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there is a lane for people our age now where it's like you can rap again. And that's like fun to me. Like, I can rap again? Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You have somebody that you can actually cater to and shit.
Exactly.
People,
we've seen that.
And like you said, that's the longevity because people gonna stick with something they can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
Big
The turn up shit is gonna come and go. You know, every week there's a new turn up jam.
Exactly, of course.
But when you find an artist that you're like, oh, I fuck with him, and then you're like, all right, let me go back and listen to his old shit. Let me find him on YouTube. Let me check his freestyles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a real fan that's gonna fuck with you for years.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what.
Do you remember? Go ahead, Blood. My bad.
I was gonna say with the evolving, we seen that with the resurgence of like, for example, like Nas, Jay-Z, that they always come back and drop like a new type of project. And even right now, one of the big artists that I'm fucking with that I didn't fuck with before is Capo. You know what I'm saying?
Jim
with
Jones.
his new album. Yeah, he kind of like he switched it. Like he switched gears, and it's like I feel what he's saying now. Like now I can relate to what he's saying when before, not so much.
Yeah.
I felt like with Capo, right? Like I was a huge Dipset fan, right? I felt like with Jones, I mean, he was in a group with Cameron. Cameron was my favorite rapper, especially at like SDE,
We love Cameron.
Cam, all that, right?
Yeah,
and then Jewels was just so much energy and like flamboyant shit. So it was like Jones had to like keep up and like kind of learn from them. But I felt like he has been more dedicated with his career than they have, like longevity wise. He's been rapping more. I think he's put out more projects than them now too. I think because he's been dropping projects every year.
Yeah.
So he figured it out, and I feel like, why stop? Like he still got shit, and he balances it where he'll get the young niggas on some shit, but he ain't trying to force it. Exactly. I learned that from Nipsey too. Like you see Nipsey with Roddy Ricch, rest in peace. Like like Nipsey was also like he was playing that middle child. That's what J. Cole calls it, like the middle child. Like nigga, I could go fuck with Jay-Z, but I could go fuck with 21 Savage too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was kind of like my process with this album, and just recently, just the process with Cortez Brandon. Like, I'm not a young nigga, but I'm not an old head at all. So it's like I gotta like balance that, give game to niggas, but still let niggas know what's up, but still like give game. Like, yeah, nigga, we could turn up and do this, but there are consequences. I'm gonna put you onto that too, and just balancing like that. And like I say, it's fun. Like I feel like there's a lane for us to rap again.
Yeah. Plus, like older heads, like not older heads, but more established acts that have been around for a minute, like Jim Jones now, that are getting older. They're like you said, they're catering to a different audience. They're not going for the kids no more. You know, there's actually a lane that they're good in. Yeah. There's a pocket that they're good in.
You know why I think it was funny?
That's what leads you to that sound.
Yeah.
You know what else? So I think it is funny. Like I feel like our generation was so stuck on CDs and maybe YouTube, right? That niggas wasn't really used to like the streaming. Like now everybody is kind of like, all right, I got Apple Music. All right, I got Spotify. All right, I got Tidal. Like there's something everybody got now.
Everybody got a
so
DSP,
now it's like, all right, now we could catch in tune, because then we just go back. I'll be like, yo, let me go back to Jim Jones' second album. I remember, and you know,
that's
you start
the best
stocking
feeling,
up,
bro.
Yeah, because
that's
you can really find
second,
everything. Let me go back the whole Reasonable Doubt. I don't gotta look for the CD. I'll be like, damn, I ain't bring it with me today.
Yeah,
it's like, nah, you know what? Poop. Let me just Google this. You know what I mean? So you could get in your moods, and you can find your artists, and then you could really explore with those artists. Like, yo, you know what? I've been fucking with this nigga, but I ain't really tap into his projects. Let me just put it on shuffle and see what I fuck with. You know?
Yeah. I do that with a bunch of artists. And like I said, that's when you go back and check the catalog and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And you start respecting the artists a lot more.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you also see their evolution and everything, like their whole everything. How
Jim is a perfect example. Like Jim is just a perfect example. Like he would say little dope shit, but now it's like the consistency.
Yeah, now he can rap.
Now, not only can he rap, but he knows how to pick great music.
But you know what it is too, is that even since back then, when he was like the third option rapper, he was on some different shit.
Certified
because he wanted to learn. Remember, he learned how to engineer first and foremost. He was like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna engineer my own shit." Then he learned how to do the videos, directing all the videos. Then he started rapping and getting better and shit. And now, like, he uses all this knowledge of all the facets that he's learned. And
another person like that is French.
Yeah.
French was a DVD man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I remember, with Smack DVD.
The Cocaine City or some shit. Coke Boys,
you know what I'm saying? He was doing all that. He was in that same lane, and then he branched out too. You know, so like, you know, I learned from these guys, and I sit there and say, yo, these, you know what I mean? Like these is the blueprints for me. You know what I mean? I haven't been in this game this long for just to rap.
Yeah.
I feel like the people that just rap, they're not really gonna go for. Like, you really have to figure out your brand, figure out your fan base, and do other things. You know, like them, they got Vampire, the Vamp Life clothing, and you know, he did the Love and Hip Hop thing. You know, that's a route for some people. It's just different things. You really have to find your lane and really like tap into it. And I feel like when you start doing that, people look at you in a whole different light. You
Gotta
know,
make
they
this-
look at you as a business.
You got to make yourself
Exactly.
accessible.
A brand.
Accessible.
A brand.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you want to keep with the battle stuff, or you want to get into album stuff, Burnz?
No. I want to ask a very specific question because on the album Resolutions you have Method Man, and the first hip hop song you ever heard was
Method Man. Yeah. That's
And he was on my last project too.
how like
360.
how does that
degrees, yeah.
how did that feel?
30.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I never told him. Like, I never told him because I don't want to be like, yo, man, you're the
Yeah.
first song I ever listened. He's like, damn, nigga. Like,
Yeah. What's
make
going
me
on?
feel old.
What's
Like,
going
you know
on?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Router.
you know, but at the same time, it's just like I've learned so much from him. He give me so much game, and he's just so chill. Like this isn't business. This isn't a paid feature. This is, yo, pull up. All right, you know what I mean? Like, I recorded the whole album at the Meth Lab. He just built that studio. I'm really the
Nice.
first client recording out of there, giving it some
Oh, no
publicity.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
dope
So
as fuck.
That's dope as fuck.
See that is like
So-
a full circle
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. Yeah.
exactly, and a
That's
lot
right.
of the War affiliates now fuck with me heavy too. Like, you know what I mean? Like my man Hands On, you know, Mike Fuego. Like these are
Raekwon
guys.
was at that battle with Holland.
Yeah,
Holland.
Raekwon been at a couple battles. He was there with
Yeah.
the Head Ice one too.
Oh yeah.
So you know, it's been like really crazy how, like, you know, that whole like movement has just like always opened doors for me and showed love to me, you know, and I'm super like appreciative, like everything. Like if I text him right now, he's gonna text me back.
That's
That's
You
awesome.
know what I mean?
That's
Like, it
dope.
doesn't matter
Bullshit.
how busy he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just seeing that shit, it shows me how to move, and it kind of lets me know why he is still so relevant 20, 30 years later, and why some dudes aren't as relevant. I feel like I look at how he treats people and how he handles shit, what he goes for the money for, and what he says it's not worth it. And I'll be like, all right, that's how a nigga need to move. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Not because you are here on our show and we're interviewing you, but when I was listening to the album, his verse sounds organic within the song, as opposed to other Method Man tracks that I've heard recently that, I don't know, it just sounds like he's spitting on the track. This one sounds more organic, like part of the song. It's called Digital Scale, am I right?
Yeah.
It's
Like, he even
it's a
says
dope
boy,
track.
because I always say boy. He
Yeah,
says boy.
yeah.
Like he like it
Yeah.
was catered to it, you know. And even the first
Yeah.
track we did, the classic joint, like we just click. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we had this conversation recently, and because I was like, yo, you know, he heard I was making a lot of noise in the studio. He was like, yo, niggas just talking. Y'all cooking up some shit every Friday, because he gave me Fridays 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. We would end up being until like 8, 9 a.m. every Friday, to be real. You know? And I block it out. All my producers would come, you know, engineers would come, you know, like singers, and it'd be a vibe, you know? So he heard that, and then one Friday I had to go in, and he was like, yo, I gotta do something for Busters, and his session was over. I didn't know he was there. When I got there, he was there recording, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna be here till like 12. You good? Hey, nigga, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, I'll wait. I'll tell everybody else don't come, so your session could be private. He's like, yeah, do that. So I do it. So then afterwards, my engineer's like, yo, Core got something he wants you to get on. And Digital Scale had 2 verses with me already. So but I knew that was the one I wanted him on. And then I was just like, yo, what's up? Like, let's do a part 2. You know what I mean? The first, right, he was like, yo, Core, I feel like the feature I did with you is probably the best feature I did with a battle rapper, and I ain't gonna lie, probably like an unsigned artist in a long time.
Yeah.
He was like, and the video was crazy, so he was like, I got you. He said, just line up the record. Then I played the record. He was like, I got you by next week. Laid it down again, like laid it down, sent me the verse, didn't even call me.
Yeah.
He had Mike Fuego call me because I was getting ready to go to the studio. He's like, yo, Fuego, don't even tell him I laid it down. Just when he get here, play that. And when I get there, I'm like, oh, yes, let's go.
That's
and I
the
hit
feeling.
him. You know,
See,
like-
that's the feeling.
and then I hit him, I'm like, word. So you
Yeah.
ain't call me to pull up? He just started laughing. He was like, yo, I was in and out. He was like, nigga, I been had my verse. I was just trying to tighten the last 2 bars. But he was like, I been had my verse, Cole. He was
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I was just like, yo, that's love, my nigga. He was like, yo, I got you, bro. I always got you. He was like, yo, you representing right the album, and I just knew he wrote to that record. It wasn't like a throwaway verse,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly,
And you gotta respect that, you know.
And,
yeah,
and,
big shout out to Method Man.
and it's like I was telling Burnz earlier. You know, shouts to Meth because it's been
some gas. You heard? This is some gas.
Because it's been like 10 years since he's actually cursed on a verse.
Gorilla Pie.
Yeah, he hasn't cursed on a verse in mad long. Like
he cursed on the joint?
Nah.
He didn't.
Nah. Listen to it.
I honestly, that's crazy. I never knew that. Is that just something he's made noticeable? Like he won't curse?
It's a fact. They looked it up. All his lyrics, he hasn't cursed in like 10 years.
That's mind blowing, right?
You can say shit without having to say.
Without fucking shitting.
You know what's crazy?
Motherfucking.
Me personally, I do that a lot. Like I don't curse a lot in my records.
Yeah.
Right. If you do, it's more like an ad lib or like an emotion. But I don't really curse. And if I do, you might hit just 1 or 2 words. That's a curse.
Yeah.
But I did not know that he went there. Now I'm gonna bring that up to him. Like, yo, boy,
it's been a minute since he's actually laid a verse with
it's
a curse.
because I just had to sync the lyrics yesterday. Like, you know, IG for the thing to come up. I just had to sync the song yesterday because it finally went through. So. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, that's dope. That's super dope.
Yeah, that's crazy to, like I said, and an MC like him and what he spit about.
He can give me any. I'm not gonna beef about it. He can give me any verse. Like, what am I gonna say? You know what I'm saying?
What did you think of his battle
with Math?
Yeah,
I think it was fire.
Yeah,
I think
we
it
were
was
talking
super
about
fire.
that shit earlier.
It was super fire. The Legends on,
yeah,
that was super fire. Math had sent it to me maybe like a week before it came out, and I was just like, why you ain't call me?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I just wanted to surprise people. I want to see people's opinion. What's your opinion? And I was like, nah, man, this is fire. You good.
Yeah.
So,
and I said, I was like, cause it's so hard for an actual like rapper to go and battle. It's totally different. It's a totally different animal. Like I see rappers getting fucking destroyed by battle rappers. They like looking stupid on stage.
That's on lane, bro.
That's what I mean. Looking stupid on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But that was more track, right? It was more track as opposed to actually being a battle.
It wasn't really on track. It was just more or less like the way they filmed it was more or less like, you know, it makes an industry guy more comfortable because he's not thinking he's gonna get embarrassed. I feel like that was the thing. Like a lot of these guys won't want to do it because they don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah,
of course.
You know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a little safe. Where nigga could still get his bars off, right?
Yeah.
Now let me tell you this, right? Math is basically experimenting with this idea, and Method Man still goes along with it and does it. Like that tells you again how he's all about helping the ones that's on the come up and pushing the culture forward. And he's a huge battle rap fan, you know, huge. So it's like. For him to be that involved in helping push certain narratives and setting certain examples, it just makes it dope because it makes other people want to jump in and do the same thing now. Like, yo, you know what? That's fire. Math, another trendsetter. You know, that's what he does.
And Math too, because Math is I don't know if anybody in the room's a wrestling fan, but in wrestling recently they had to do like a cinematic match, so it was like a mini movie. So Matt
talking about with Undertaker and his last one where he was outside and in the barnyard or whatever.
All that shit on the motorcycle.
I didn't really like that
explosion.
though. I didn't really like that.
No, but peep the idea of it.
Yeah.
And what Math is doing with the battle, he's taking it to that cinematic level.
Right.
Because that Method Man shit is a little movie. Like it's a dope.
It's well shot. It's well shot.
And it's one
really
little round. It's not like too much. It's like just enough. Like
just enough.
Like you know, like certain battles be 40, 50 minutes long. You be like, damn, I gotta watch it on my break, and I gotta watch it when I'm going home.
Yeah, you don't watch the whole thing.
This shit you could watch right now when you wake up,
exactly.
Smoke your L in the morning.
I watched that shit a few times.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the sweet spot.
That shit was fly. And let me ask you a question, because I know Matt Hoffa is another battle rap legend in his own right. And I've seen that y'all tag teamed on a couple of battles. How was that? Because I had never really seen that before, a tag team battle.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And shit,
that was crazy. That was crazy. You know what I mean? We battled NWX, we battled Verb and Ill, and then we battled. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We battled DNA and Shine. We battled Verb and Ill, and then we also battled Ill Will and Rum Nitty. So it's like all of them is classics. We 3 for 3.
Do you remember your battles like if I'm like, oh fucking versus. All right, obviously, Houlihan.
I know because it's been so long. You know what I mean? Like, that's so popular. But a lot of them, I don't know. A lot of them, I won't know the next day, bro. I just need to know it for right then and there in the moment. You got to understand, I'm never going to be able to repeat this again.
True, exactly.
Every content that I have, I can't repeat. It's a gift and a curse. To keep it a buck. Because it's like, damn, like,
That's
Nigga, this is
insane.
some great shit, and I can't never rap this again. Rappers do it. They go on a concert. They sing the same song for 20 years.
Hell
Exactly. Yeah, and they live off that
But
shit.
you
And
can't
you
do
got to
that.
come up with new shit on the spot right
On
there.
the spot.
Yeah.
That shit is whack.
Do
you
you
know what I'm saying? That
remember?
shit is whack.
Yeah.
That ass, man. We gotta figure something out.
The royalties.
word.
He needs
Yeah,
the
for
YouTube
real.
royalties.
Cause the amount of bars you've written, it's fucking like an artist like you has written. It's amazing.
Hell
It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
You need the
even, like,
royalties.
It's even
utterly
hard.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's even hard
up.
to like to register them sometimes or
Yeah.
record them. Like it's real hard. It's like, damn, this shit is only for this moment. It doesn't matter if I rap this verse 20 times today. When that camera's on, that's the only time I need to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can fuck it up, and that's happened plenty of times where I keep stumbling on something, fucking up on something, right? And I'm like, damn, I can't get this fucking part. And then the camera comes on, and then boom, I get through that part. And I'm like, all right, I got it that one time when it counted. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all
It's
that
like,
matters.
yeah.
Exactly.
Do you remember what battle it was that you and Math did the car scene?
Yeah, that was against DNA and K-Shot.
Y'all seen that? That battle?
Nah, I
or no?
didn't
Where we
get to
pull
see it.
out
I
the
didn't
Christmas
get to see
shit,
it.
where we do the Christmas shit.
Yeah.
That's the one with DNA and K-Shot. Yeah, we at the third round, we put the Christmas thing on. We doing the robbery and all
Yeah,
that.
they do like a dope story.
Oh, okay.
It's acted out and shit. That's what made me the cinematic battle.
It's been teased a couple
Yeah,
times already. Like where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, these are how we experiment with certain things and like figure out, because it's not just rapping. Battle rap is entertainment too. We do have to realize that. That's what separates us from a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like the entertainment part. If the entertainment is not there, you might watch the battle and be like, yo, he nice, he won, and that's it.
But
But
it-
if it's some shit where it's like, yo, I gotta keep watching this. This shit is fire. This shit is
Exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It works.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a whole different
and
lane.
you gotta have that character. You gotta have that shit that somebody wants to watch you.
The shit
Nope.
that sets you apart.
Yeah, you can't just stand up there and battle and just stand
Yeah.
there with your mic and shit. Like
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
have
You gotta
that.
have something that sets you apart. That makes
Yeah.
people remember you. Your name, everything.
Yes.
That actual battle. Like I said, like you said, that hula hand shit, that holla hand shit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's viral.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's viral.
And it's amazing, and people will go back to it. No matter, they'll watch it multiple
And
times.
it's crazy
I know I
because
did.
it's crazy because it's like you're never gonna be able to duplicate that either. Like that happened so early in my career. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna top this? Like you get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you
you
always
can't-
chasing that high because that was something different. The way that happened was completely different. My first time out the country, none of my niggas got passports, so I'm literally there dolo.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my brother PH. He pulls up the day of. He knocks on my hotel door, and I'm like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Yo, I had a show in like Buffalo or some shit," and he was like,
Oh, it's
"Fuck
right
it."
there, yeah.
I kept driving up, nigga, because I knew you was here dolo.
Wow.
That's like another
Man,
2 hours from
you know what I'm
Buffalo. 2
saying?
or
Yeah.
3
You
hours.
talking
Rest in
about
peace.
Pumpkinhead.
talking about Pumpkinhead,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Rest
R.I.P.,
in peace. You know what I'm
R.I.P.
saying?
R.I.P.
So I remember PH coming in the room, and I'm like, him and his man. I don't know his man. His man knew martial arts though or something, but his man was like with him or whatever. He's like, yeah, that's my man. He hold me down in case shit pop up. So we chilling, and he's like, yo, let me hear your rounds. So I spit the first round. He's like, yo, that's fire. All right, yeah, you got that. I spit the second round. He's like, yeah, da 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 da. And I said, yo, I'm gonna spit you this third, but pay attention. When I spit the third, like as soon as I started going, he was looking at. He said, yo, bro. Yo, we gonna pop off. I'm gonna let you know that now it's definitely going down. But I'm with you, and my man is with you, so we gonna hold you down. But just know it's gonna probably pop off. So I
First, the whole Toronto, fuck that, right?
But let me ask you this. Did you realize that what you were actually saying and what your man was saying could actually go together? Like, yo, it could pop off.
Nah, I knew that off the rip, but
Yo.
I just didn't care because I was on some shit like, fuck, the nigga was talking crazy first off.
Yeah,
like we was supposed to battle a year
yeah.
before. The first international battle from a URL battling King of the Dot was Arsenal versus Pat Stay, right? That card, me and Hollihan was on the sync, so it was really gonna be me and Arsenal as the first two. But Hollihan had got locked up. That shit that I rapped about when he got locked, he got locked up right before that
for
card.
drugs and shit.
So we was paid a year in advance. I mean, he did a bullet.
Yeah.
That's why when he
Damn.
came home, that was his return battle from jail. You don't see how they going crazy for him at the beginning? They're like Cortez. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like Hollihan. Oh my God. Just take it.
He came
I'm
back
like,
swole too, right?
yeah,
Swole
son, and
shit.
that's the funny thing, right? Because you know what I mean.
Big.
This was skinny Cortez too. I was only like $140, my nigga. I'm like, I go to the hotel, I get on the elevator opens, and Pat Stay and Hollihan is right there in the elevator. Yo, my nigga Pat Stay is like 7 feet tall.
Bro,
These
he's a big
niggas
dude.
is jacked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
That's
see
a big white
Hollihan.
boy.
I said, oh yeah, it's going down. Like, that's all I said in my head. I said, these niggas, I'm gonna have to poke one of these. That's all I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, what? Nah, son. Right? So, like I said, then I go to the room, I'm practicing. That's when PH pull up. I spit it to him. He confirms it. I'm like, all right, bet it is what it is. We get there, and we ready to, and the whole event is fire. Like, the whole shit is crazy. It's lit in there. I'm playing the ball, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go get some beer bottles, the glass ones. I'm gonna put like 2 of these shits in my back pocket.
Yo, this nigga like me,
right? Because I'm like, yo, I'm out here dolo, son, and I'm not gonna let these niggas get crazy with me on camera, son. Right. So I ordered some beer, and they give me the plastic cups. I'm like, nah, I want the glass. I like to drink out the glass. He's like, yo, we don't serve beer in glasses out here.
Yeah.
I was like, nothing. They was like, the light. What's the
Coors Light?
Nah, it was the bullshit, like the spritzer drinks,
the
fat juice?
No, the wine.
Wine coolers.
Wine coolers,
like that,
nigga.
yeah.
Wine coolers is the only thing.
Oh, even better.
I'm like,
fuck it.
I'm like,
all right,
but niggas is looking at me like, he ordering all these wine coolers. What's up with this nigga?
Yeah.
I got like 4 wine coolers, and we down there. They like, why this nigga don't drink? Bitch ass nigga, this nigga drinking wine coolers.
They don't know about the plan.
Finish it. Boop, put it here. Boop, put it there. So when we go, I'm just like, now I'm high. I'm like, yo, fuck that. The event is lit too, so I'm like, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna just turn up, my nigga. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. But I was locked in.
You can see it. You can
when
you
you
watch
know what I'm
it,
saying?
Yeah. No hesitation.
But I didn't know Raekwon. But I didn't know
saying.
Raekwon was gonna be there, right? So when they brought Raekwon out, I don't think y'all realized Raekwon was one of the judges on the Head Ice battle. The shit that didn't go my way. So it wasn't like I felt like he was with me. I felt he's gonna be against me too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm like, nah, like I'm not losing twice in front of Raekwon either. Like, y'all not gonna take this away from me. And Ray, you know I got crazy the first time. Alright, I'm gonna show you how I do out of town now. I went to Harlem and I did it. I'm gonna show you what I do in Toronto. I just turned up. You know what I mean? But when I said the third, once they, you know what I mean? Once I seen it, they respected it though. And the nigga, I felt like Jordan when in Utah, nigga, when he hit that, and Byron Russell fell, and everybody just got quiet. Man, that's how I felt. I was like, oh nah, it's lit.
I was gonna say that, like when he spit his funny shit or whatever,
And walked right
crazy.
into it, and he was fire. He was fire. Salute,
But
because
when
that
you
battle's
spit,
fire.
People was quiet. I was like, yo, I almost never seen that. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, nigga, and then you know, I still pay the homage after that. You know what I mean? We show respect that. And it was so real. Hollihan wrote a song like apologizing to his man. Like he wrote a whole song about it.
Yeah.
And it went to World Star. That shit did 1 million views and all that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so.
Like acknowledge
what you said.
Yeah. But not just what I'm saying, because I don't want it to be like that. But him being honest with himself about whatever that situation was. But the shit came out dope. So it was different things like from that like made me say, oh shit, like people have come up to me and told me like, yo, you saved my life. I got off of drugs from seeing that.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Like little shit like that.
That's
it's like,
verse.
You know, I wasn't thinking like that though. You know, I didn't think like that. So it's like it came out. It came out positive and stuff like that. And that to me, that was pretty dope. I was like, yo, you know what? That's dope. You know, if I help somebody with that, all right, cool. These words are powerful, and it just made me take it a lot more serious at times.
But it's a shame, like you said, those bars, you can't never spit them again.
Yeah.
So now they live on in viral, but that clip is viral as fuck. When you plug in a Cortez verse, that's like the first
one of the first ones that comes up,
and it says it third round.
Of course, the third round.
Even the editing,
even
the editing, like I didn't know that's a slogan. I didn't really know I was making a slogan that day.
That was my next question. Was that the first time you used that?
Yeah. And then that was like one of the first slogans. I don't even know if somebody was doing slogans yet, but it was like it worked. I was like, yo, everything. Sometimes everything just works, son. And you sit there and be like, you gotta take advantage of it.
That be the shit though. The natural, you know what I mean? Like you can't plan magic. You know what I'm saying? When that shit happens, you're like, oh, that's it. I gotta run with that.
I like that. You can't plan magic.
Sauce.
So that was like one of my favorite slogans that you use, because you got like 3. You got the top tier money, and then there's another one
with PH that I just say rest in peace PH.
Yes, and then you got third round. We're gonna get first.
The real is back,
and the most underrated, most underhanded.
I be playing with it sometimes.
Yo,
and I just
that's my
like
favorite one, yo. Because
the most underrated, underhanded, but I oversaw, because being overlooked creates a pen that's overall.
Okay. And that was the subject you wanted to breach on when we spoke earlier. The Latino in, and mind you, we're jumping around. My bad.
Nah, I think this is better. This is better.
We're the
like
time order.
Let's go.
But Latinos in hip hop.
That's what I wanted to touch on.
A topic that you've brought up multiple times.
I feel like we do be slighted. Rap. We be slighted.
Yeah. Damn. Like, do you think there's a specific reason for that?
I don't know if it's like, I honestly,
like, have you ever thought about it that deep?
Nah, I've really like, and I've been mentioning this lately, but what I feel like is people are ignorant to the fact that when hip hop started, it was blacks and Puerto Ricans.
That's exactly what
it wasn't just blacks. Right. So when someone sits there and tries to tell me I'm a guest in the culture,
no, you're
I'm not a guest in the culture.
I created this shit.
But I feel like New York understands that, because we understand Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Ecuadorians. We just understand the lingo, and you know who gets a pass and who doesn't get a pass. Like, it's a hood thing that you have to be there to understand it in New York.
Exactly.
But everybody knows Puerto Ricans is black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, we know our history, bro. We're black. You know? But at the same time, we were there starting hip hop. Like, there were Puerto Rican break dancers and spray painters and all those elements. Like it was like a lot of things. Like, we were the dancers. We was everything. You know what I'm saying? And DJs. So it was like, all right, cool. So, but when you go out of town, I realized that people may just think, yo, he Mexican,
right? Or that happened to me when I lived in VA.
Yeah, like people don't they group us. I feel like, let me not say they. I just say like people just down south or outside of New York.
Yeah,
they just look at Spanish people. They immediately think Mexican, which is cool. But if we want to educate things, Mexicans are like North South America, but we're island Spanish. We're island Spanish.
Caribbean.
Yeah, so we migrated different. You know, these are little things that you know. I'm not telling people to do their history, but what I'm saying
is, it's ignorance.
Yeah. Or just I won't even say ignorance. I just say lack of knowledge. Like, I don't feel like it comes from. I feel like they genuinely think you're a guest. You're not. You know what I mean? I'm just like, nah. They just don't know.
The Mexican thing, like. For example, you battled Tay-Rock.
Yeah.
And his whole shit was dissing you like if you was a Mexican.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about piñatas. And just pure Mexican jokes and the whole thing. And I fuck with Tay-Rock. I think he's a dope battle rapper.
Yeah.
But that battle, I was like, yo, but that's corny. Like, you know he's not Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
But and
I get he's trying to use that angle to make it funny. But it just came off more ignorant than anything.
Yeah, you know.
It's just a battle shit, I think. It's just a battle shit. I mean, it goes unspoken that Latinos have been in hip hop forever. I mean, look at Cypress Hill. Look at Fat Joe. Look at the Beat Nuts. Like, you know, we've been in hip hop forever. The thing is, you know, brothers and even white boys, that's how they pull your card. Like, if you even in a joke, like if you snapping on each other, they're gonna say some funny Mexican shit like, oh, you speak fast or this and that. It's just a way to get at you and try to pull your card.
Yeah,
You know,
but I just feel
whatever.
like, all right, cool, but it has to be a point where it's like, all right, what, like, why is that so, like, 10 years in? It's like, all right, this is the only content, like, you know what I'm saying?
This is
Like,
what
I gotta go and go hard and
And
come up,
dig.
be creative. It's like, nah, you know what I mean, bro? Like, my consistency level of just giving out fire rounds and verses is crazy. So it's like, if that's what you're gonna come at me with, it worked early on. I don't think it works anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, there's just this perception like Core ain't one of those guys. Core ain't one of those killers. When there's a lot of moments that I created, there's a lot of things that I did. But it's cool. I look at it and I sit there and say I've created those things around it, the most underrated, underhanded. I play on that. Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody has a role. You understand? Like everybody got a role. That's cool. But you know what you gonna get from court is gonna be dead fire, and you know it's gonna be some shit you gotta think about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
play back. You gotta go
Exactly.
back. You gotta go back.
You know, but exactly. But it's just something where I want it to make sense. It's like, all right, cool. You know, I've been even if you hate Cortez, you can't sit there and not respect the grind. So
No, of
it's
course.
like, all right, we're gonna put in work, you know, but I'm just not letting anybody, like, right now, just how I feel, just like with the album, with how, like, I'm just reevaluating everything with the pen. Just feel like, all right, cool, like, I'm figuring it out to the point where it's like, yo, there's nothing y'all niggas could do on me right now. You know what I mean? You can hate all you want, but I'm not gonna give you something you can hate on. You know what I'm
Nah, you
saying?
flip it on them.
And Resolutions was the first thing of that, like, nah, this is different. If you fucked with me, you really gonna fuck with me after this. And if you didn't fuck with me, you gonna be open and be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, son got some shit. I'm gonna tap in on the next
up.
one. And I'm gonna go from there.
Now, before the album came out, you had like a pre-order promo box,
Yeah, it's still going on. I'm still people buying boxes.
right? What was in the box, first of all?
All right. Pardon me.
You got the ice there, by the way.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we good. All right.
Oh,
So
my man got the ice.
I just wanted to let him know.
you know what I'm
We're
saying?
about to do another shot in a second.
Yeah.
Ah, you about to do another shot? Yeah, he about to do
Man,
another
lady.
shot.
By we, I mean y'all.
No, by you, we mean us.
I'm gonna send mine to Blood.
What was I gonna say?
Well,
What you asked me?
The pre-order box.
Yeah,
The pre-order box,
pre-order,
right?
yeah,
What was in the
yeah.
box?
All right. So the pre-order box. What I did was, I just realized that a lot of artists don't know what's going on with streams. We don't really understand it, nothing like that. But I do know that when I had put that I was doing pre-orders, like, I just tweeted something that I was like an idea, and people were DMing me and was like, yo, if you drop your album and you're just gonna pre-order it, I'll just Cash App you the bread and you send me the link. So I was like, damn, I could do this. All right, Resolutions, January 1st. I'm already on Halloween. I'm like, all right, so maybe I'll just give out the pre-orders December 1st. All right. Yo, $20, Cash at me. I'll send you the album and I'll give you 6 bonus cuts. $20. If you fuck with me, yo, send it. Send a dub, right? Then $100. I gave him another option. $100 pre-order. You get the custom box with the artwork on it.
Yes.
With the Cortez Bodega tape on it. Just like how the Nikes come with the sneakers and all.
Right.
Like, I'm a big sneakerhead.
Okay.
So I'm into like custom
The
pieces
packaging.
that people want. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool, boom. You're gonna get a Cortez Resolutions box.
Yes.
You're gonna have the artwork on it. You got the tape, boom. When you pop open the box, it's Christmas season. So it's like a gift. Boop, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You open it up, you get a piece of merch from my store, either a tee or a hat or, you know, a sweater or a hoodie or something, right? From my store. If I know who you are, I'll usually try to send you a size. Or if I don't have your size, I'll send you a fire hat or fitted or snapback. You know what I mean? Like, I was sending 1-on-1s, Murder Ave shit, Bodega Trap shit, all that. So you'll get a piece of merch. You'll also get an autographed piece of merch that I wore in a battle. If I wore this hoodie against Hollihan, I autographed that hoodie. Boom, that goes in a box with it too. The album.
Yeah, that's dope.
The
That's dope.
album.
That's fire.
So. Hold on. I'll show you. So the album inside, I have a card. This card right here is the album. Everybody do the QR codes. You know, like you scan with your camera when you go to get the menus. You scan this right now. Boop. When you turn your camera on, the album pops up. So you got the album here, right? Instead of doing CDs or something, you got the album here, right? And with the album, you have the behind the scenes album commentary for every song. So I broke down
what was going on and how you did it.
Every song. Right. I see album commentary is something people are starting to do now too. So I did that. Plus you get the bonus tracks. Plus you got the merch. Plus you got the autographed piece of merch that I wore in a battle. Yeah. All in the box. You know what I'm saying?
And this is still available?
If niggas sending a buck, I got it.
Let's go.
My goal was 100 boxes.
Yeah.
100 boxes. Yeah, I did 100 boxes. That's 10.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, cool. Like that's the goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do that. All right, cool. I can build. Now, before the album's even public, I done made 10 bands off of it. I can put money into playlists. I can do certain things and target certain songs that I know all the people that pre-ordered been fucking with. I knew the songs niggas was fucking with before the first. Like, all right, now niggas fucking with Grow is heavy. But I was already, December 10th, I already seen all the pre-orders and then just getting feedback, talking to fans like, yo, this shit right here is hard. This shit right here. So I'm like, damn. Everybody's saying this song. Everybody's saying this song. Now I got an idea what to shoot the videos for, certain things, you know. So it's just like overall, I just want people to just think about Cortez in that light. Like, yo, like he's gonna be an innovator. He gonna set the bar for something. And
I got a big question for you.
What's up?
I got a big question for you. How you just set the bar with the marketing and everything. That QR code that was on your ad that you put up in Times Square. Am I right?
Yes.
And niggas was hating on that shit, and you have to like break down how you did, what you did.
Well, yeah, I feel like. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like, why even put them onto game? Like, why even break that down when you already in your own pocket? Like, you don't gotta let them suckers know about that. So I just want to ask you, like, why take the time to even?
You know why I did it? Yo, to keep it real, it's funny because I wasn't really tight, right? I wasn't really aggy, but you know what? What I seen was everybody talking, and then I seen a couple comments where kids was like, yo, I ain't gonna front though. The album I ate though. Like even the haters was like, well, since everyone was talking about it on the billboard, I clicked the link. You know what I'm saying? Then niggas is like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this shit So when I seen that, I said, you know what? I'ma just dig that knife a little deeper on the haters, because it's like, yo, look, y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all really think anything up there is not paid for? Right. Are you crazy? It's just the fact that I used it as a marketing plan. Having something in Times Square around the resolutions too, around New Year's, that's all just a marketing thing. Exactly. And I think that flew over niggas' heads. That piece of it. Exactly. They just was stuck on the billboard. They forgot that. Wait, no, that's a whole marketing thing around it. That goes into the whole thing. And then they're like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, and that's why I did an extra week on them niggas, because it's like, yo, it's nothing. You heard? Boom, we gonna keep this up there. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit boosted the sales, because I seen all those comments and I seen everybody going back and forth. I seen the streams jump up again like it was the first day I released the album. So I knew that shit where I said, yeah, man, fuck them niggas. I ain't worried about them like that. But some people just need to know that they stupid. Like sometimes you gotta tell somebody, yo, bro, you really dumb, bro.
You don't get it.
Yo, you know, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but nah, bro, you dumb. Like you dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And the haters always gonna think small, so they not even like
dumb as dope.
Like you thinking up here and they just looking like, oh, billboard. That's
stupid. You invested in yourself. Yeah, nigga, you work at McDonald's. You bugging. You suggested sales.
You work at that McDonald's right downstairs.
Yeah, niggas be bugging.
Yo, but that's big props to you, man. Times Square, an ad in Times Square is a big feat, my brother.
Thank you.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Thank you.
And the album itself.
Yes.
A solid, dope project.
Let's talk about it, man.
Tell me about the process of it.
The process was, I feel like last year, my year started off good before the pandemic, right? I had a great battle with T-Top. I had a dope 2-on-2, me and Misfit versus Geechee and Coffee. You know, everything was just I was in a good space. And I had a lot of goals. Like, I did want to put out a project this year, certain things I had, and I was like, all right, cool. Then the pandemic hits, you know, and a lot of things shut down. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then one of my closest friends, Meg, you know what I'm saying, like, most solid dude I know, been through wild street drama, survived wild shit. He got sick of COVID and he passed away. You know what I'm saying? That was like a real close friend of mine. That shit crushed me. Thank you. You know, and that shit crushed me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, whoa, what? Like, you know what I mean? It didn't make sense. And then after that, I did another battle with Saga. I did my thing in that shit because it was more like, you know what I mean, like pain, reality from that. But after that, I just didn't realize that I wasn't really like in a good space. You know what I mean? I had 2 other battles. I had a Rum Nitty battle, a very important battle. I wrote some shit, but I didn't perform it right or whatever. Like, they were just off. You just don't realize that, yo, you not locked in because, you know, you got some shit you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't think that. And I was just like, oh, shit, I never choked before. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
But you ain't healed.
Huh?
You didn't heal properly.
Yourself time to heal.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm not thinking that. So I'm like, damn, and I could have beat him. So I'm even more mad because I'm like, damn, the shit I had was good. I gotta focus. I take a new kid. His name is Easy to Block. Shout out, young boy. I feel like he got a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying? And he's like the #1 rookie right now coming up. But I was the first one that I liked him. Boom. So for a whole rookies versus vets team, I took him and we headlined it. And he beat me. You know what I'm saying? Beat me. And then I that was like the first time I felt like I was out of touch with what the people wanted to hear because I thought the shit I had was fire. And niggas was like, nah, we wasn't on that. We was on what he was talking and like clear. So I was like, whoa, I got to step back for a little bit. Like, what the fuck? Like, all right, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I've had debatable battles because I'm battling the best guys in the world.
Right.
That's fine. Right. But never did I ever think a guy like outwrote me. I would always think like, damn, I didn't go hard with this, or I bullshitted with this round, so he got that round. You know what I mean? But never like where I feel like somebody. So I was like, yo, hold on, I gotta step back and I gotta tap in. You know what I mean? And I just getting beats sent to me and stuff like that. I just, you know what I mean? I just say, yo, you know what, man? Let me start like fucking with the pen here and let me chill for a little bit. And the first joint I wrote was the Resolutions joint. My man Paulie Cicero sent me, and once I heard, I was like, oh, like, and it kind of set a tone for what the album could be. And I was just like, yo, all right. And then Resolutions came from it, and then from there it was just like, it's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real.
It's we were talking about this earlier before you got here. It's a very New York sounding, very Brooklyn sounding album, and we all appreciate that because there's a shift happening, like an undercurrent shift happening where lyricism and hip hop and harder street music is regaining popularity, like almost in the mainstream. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
New York is back, basically.
Well, the sound is back.
Not yet. I feel like it's teetering there.
Yeah, it's heading that way.
The sound.
Right. And this album is right along in line with that. We already spoke about the Method Man feature, which I think is dope. You want to talk about some producers that's on the album?
Oh, yeah, man. Like I said, Paulie Cicero. My guy Luminary, he produced Bricks. He also engineered and mastered the whole album. My boy Mike Friggle, he recorded the whole album. Paulie Cicero did track 1. Track 2 is produced by my guy P. Dot. He's been grinding for years. He produced for a lot of street artists. So, you know what I mean? Like, me and him built a real good relationship lately. And P. Dot is good. And he's from Staten Island. He never had a track with Meth. So, that was dope.
Nice. Who's on LeBron in the league?
Oh, my man Dozer. And Dozer produced and he's the one rapping behind. Dozer's a star.
I like that one. That's my favorite right there.
I thought that could have been a track.
I was so disappointed.
The LeBron and the Lou?
Yeah. Like,
wait till you hear Kyrie's. Wait till you hear Kyrie's in the Lou.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know he's fitting right in line right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
You talk about that you lost guap on LeBron.
I did. Game 5. He passed it to Danny Green. The nigga had me tight, boy. I said, I'm putting 5 on it. I know Braun not going to play in Game 5 against the Heat. They closing him out. And he passes to Danny Green. I was tight.
He not Mike, man. He not Mike, man.
You brought me back to B.I.G. where he said that he lost the chips on the Lakers and shit.
Gassed off Shaq. Word.
But let me ask you a question. For you, you know, being that you're a little bit younger than us, you go with Jordan or LeBron?
I go with Jordan, son. I'm a Knicks fan to the death, so I
Doesn't
know
it hurt?
that,
Doesn't it? Because I'm a Knicks fan. He's not a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Knicks fan is gonna hurt, but you know what though? Like we was at least good. Growing up, we was good. Knicks was fire. You know what I'm saying?
We were top tier.
But you know what I'm saying? MJ, that thing was a killer.
That's
boy.
the thing. We existed in the time of MJ prime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't get me wrong, LeBron. Don't get me wrong, LeBron is a beast.
Oh, he nice. I like him. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron is a beast because he's the overall package. Jordan is the killer, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the question I ask everybody. Like, if you got 3 seconds left, you gotta hit a fucking 3-pointer. Who the fuck you gonna get, Jordan or LeBron?
Yeah, you're gonna get Jordan, even though neither of them one really shot threes, but I'm still giving it to Jordan.
But not even threes, like a long range too.
Oh no, it's going to Jordan.
Point. If you need a score, you're giving it to Jordan.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point right there.
Yo, but I really like that track, man. I really like
LeBron
that.
was my favorite.
You saw the video?
Yeah, the video's dope.
Nah, I didn't see the video.
We just dropped the video. That's the first one.
Say no more.
That's dope. I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song on the album?
It changes. I know that sounds so cliche, but from the bottom, Letter to the Streets.
Yeah, that's my favorite song on the album.
Letter to the Streets.
Yeah, I'm always like into music that you can feel the authenticity of the writer's emotions. So if I can feel how you feel, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
And on that song, like
I ain't gonna lie, that song is just like even Yobi, how she just carried over it like that. There's one of those songs like you say you can't. What you say you can't play Magic.
You can't play Magic.
You can't play Magic. Like she came in to do From the Bottom, but I was laying down, Letter to the Streets, and then she just had it. I was like, nah, yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
P-Dot sent her in there. P-Dot was like, yeah, you gotta go in there. And that's the thing about it, right? Like P-Dot introduced me to Hanabi. Hanabi produced Letter to the Streets, right? She's a young female producer on the come up.
Dope.
Nice.
Dope.
Shout out to her.
So she produced that record. She actually got like 2-3 joints on the next album too. That's crazy.
Is that done?
Solid.
It's almost done. It's probably like 80-90% done. What we really waiting for is a couple verses back from people. But it's Resolutions 2 is just as crazy. It's probably more turn up though.
When do you think we'll see that?
March. Like,
Really?
I'm trying to like turn up.
That's right there.
You know what I'm saying?
First quarter.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to turn up. Like, I think we are in an age where like we have to
You have to be consistent.
be consistent.
Yeah. Constant.
The microwave era.
And
The
yeah,
microwave era.
Constant
and build a catalog.
Yeah.
I feel like if you do follow Cortez, there is kind of an extensive catalog going. But now I'm more creating my sound. Like my whole thing was like I want to create a sound that when you sit there and say that's some shit core. I hear core.
Yeah.
I want that. You know, I want that effect. And I think this album is like setting that tone for that. So, you know, I want people like before I always wanted to be just the illest rapper on every track. Like, yo, I could do the fast flow. I could rap like Twista, or I could rap like Snoop, or I could do some party verse, or I could do some punchlines. But you don't feel a nigga like that. Like you just feel like it's like manufactured. It's like he's just a technical rapper. You notice some dudes are just technically nice, but you don't understand why nobody gravitates towards them. I feel like it's because of emotion.
There's no emotion.
That's exactly what it is.
And this is something that even I probably had a problem with. So I'm even correcting those issues where it's like, nah, I gotta give them this pain. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you grow, and when you do that, you feel more free. And I felt wild free. Like I was knocking out. The goal was 5 songs every session. Ask Doza. Every session we did 5 songs for about a month and a half straight. That's why I said part 2 is damn near done.
Nice.
The first 10 is damn near the album. It wasn't like we did 20 songs and that was the best 10.
Yeah.
Bro, no cap. Some of those songs was made in the same night from scratch.
Nice.
I know we did Early in the Morning. and Letter to the Streets, and I think LeBron in the same night. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like we was just in a whole.
You were in a groove.
Yeah, and everybody, but not even just me. I'm just saying like everybody like niggas was on board. You know what I'm saying?
Energy.
Bro.
That Tupac shit, basically.
Who did the hook on Early in the Morning?
Those are produced
I
that joint
fuck
too.
with that hook.
Yeah,
Something about the it's like a little off beat, but it's on beat. You know what I mean? Like something about the way he pauses when he says in the morning.
Doza has it early in the morning.
Yeah, I fuck
I need
with
a
that.
fresh back to the blood.
Yeah, like it's something about it. The way he sings it, he doesn't sing it like I expected it to be right exactly there in pocket. He's just right outside
rugged,
of it, but it's
raw.
there.
It's raw.
I love that shit.
That's what it is.
He fits words a certain way that other people can't fit the way.
Exactly.
And those are just flat nice. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, that's hard. How he said that, like, you know what I mean? And it's just in pocket, you know, play with my cheese, best believe I'ma slide. Earth, east, north, west, Feliz, Davi. I'm like, oh nah, he's in a bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. We could go, you know, and that's why I feel like that's what it is. Like, it's like somebody I could like spar back and forth with lyrically, and I know that his beats is crazy. So I'm like, yo, and that's another thing. Like, that's like a little swag we starting to, you know what I'm saying? We trying to bridge that gap where it's like, all right, cool. Like, this is our shit. When niggas hear Core and Doza, this is what they gonna expect, and they gonna get some shit from it. You know what I mean? And he did half the album. He did half the album. Oh, he did LeBron and Lou. He did Drum Dealers. He did Early in the Morning.
Drum Dealers.
He's on Growers. He's on the hook on Growers. Like,
he does the hook,
man. So
all my potheads, man. All my potheads, go fuck with that track, Growers. That shit.
That's
shit
the little
live.
anthem. Yeah, that's the anthem.
That beat is crazy. The hook is crazy. That Queen Latifah flip on the hook.
Yeah.
And it's just like that.
That's what the sample is?
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
The domino.
You know when you hear a song and you're like, yo, I know the fucking sample, but you can't, like, you're like, oh, I can't put my finger on it, but I know it.
I feel it. I feel it in terms of a dope ass single. You know what I mean?
Thank you. It's crazy because it is just one verse. Like, we just was having fun. It's like, and that's how I feel when I get to Cali, like, you know. And I wanted, and it's really like the part of the album where it's like things were getting a little sad, and it's like, all right, this to pick me up, all right, nigga, like we gonna get to the money, we gonna get to the bag, like we not gonna let this pandemic, we not gonna let 2020 stop what we doing, we still gonna get to the money, you know, and that's an emotion that a lot of people went through. Now, nigga, we gonna get to it, you know what I mean? So that shit. I fuck with that song so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Crisis. He produced that joint too. So.
Oh, that was the boy Crisis?
Yeah,
Crisis dope. No shouts to Crisis.
He produced that, and he produced Came From the Bottom.
Oh shit, that's dope, man. He's a dope ass.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's super crazy. So I'm saying, like, even the people that just pulled up, the producers, Paulie, Luminary, Doza, you know, P. Dot, and even Final Four, they did If I Die, and then Hanabi, Crisis, like, it was crazy, bro.
Who did Jam Dealers?
Doza.
Yeah, he just said it before. Yeah,
Doza's the first verse on it too.
That shit hard.
Word.
Everybody, make sure y'all go check out Resolution.
Yeah, we shooting like half of those videos next week too. So I told you, y'all got invites. Like, pull up.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yo, much love and much success on the album.
For real.
Nah, thank you.
And congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you think recording the album helped you, like, deal with the emotions you needed to process?
Word.
Like a song like "Letter to the Streets." That's a heavy song. You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't even realize, like, when I wrote that, I'm like, damn, cuz just copped out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Meg just passed. You know, I'm just like, yo, I'm doing too much. You know, like, just tell you, yo, I'm doing too much. Like, I need to slow down. I need to do shit. You know what I mean? Correctly. You know, and I feel like, I guess that's what the album showed. You know, so it's like, all right, cool. You know, I just really just been just tapping into it. I just feel like music is a lot easier for me to relate to.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's the maturity. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just what I want to rap about or how I want to put the content out. You know what I'm saying? That I'm figuring it out here. Maybe in the battle shit though, it's just not there. And I don't want to battle just for the money. I want to battle like when I want to battle. You know what I'm saying? So
that's awesome that you say that, because I wanted to ask you, what's the difference between like writing your battle rhymes and writing your song rhymes?
Yeah, song rhymes is way easier to me. I love doing music way more, like, because I could make 5 songs, like, boom, and I don't have to think about everything else. I could just go off emotion. Battle shit is like, damn, I gotta write for me, and I gotta also write for my opponent, and I have to write for what the crowd is gonna expect on how to hear it.
Right.
Then I have to figure out the pattern, the flow, and I have to be personal, and I have to study him and watch his battle. That shit takes a bad time, bro.
You gotta do research.
It's a month.
And shit,
It's a month to memorize, and then this is a microwave era, like you said. We're rapping with no beat. We're not rapping with no melodies, no nothing. And you want me to rap a cappella for 3 minutes and entertain you? For three rounds like that?
For people to hang off your every
You know what
word.
I mean? To be on every word, just to say that was whack. Like, I gotta rap 9 minutes a cappella to keep you entertained.
Every bar got a hit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That shit is a headache, bro.
The battling is more objective, where when you make a song, you only sparring with the beat. You can say the hottest shit, and I'll be like, yo, I'll ride with Cortez. But then the next nigga's gonna be like, nah, I ride with this nigga. I'll be like, yo, he didn't even say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, nah, but I like the way he said A, B, C, D. You'll be like, get the fuck out of here, you know?
Man.
But, you know, again, it's all objective. It's on what they like, people like. Creating a song is a lot easier.
Do y'all watch battle rap like that? Do you watch battle rap like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my lane, but I mean, I'll go back to the days of like, you know, P80 when he battled Murder Mook or DVD.
Party Artie. That was his favorite, yo.
Rest in peace, Party
I swear to God, that was his favorite. I think he just like saying P80.
You was in diapers. I was there diapers.
And like Loaded Lux, you know, the old school shit. But you know, I get in there and now, you know what I'm saying?
Fire.
See, I fuck with battle rap because I connected to the wrestling. To me, it's verbal wrestling.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know what's funny? The first time I saw Math wasn't even in a battle. I saw him in a movie.
Oh, Rap Wars 1. Rap Wars 1.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
that shit was on Stars Netflix. That shit was on Stars, right?
Y'all talking like 15 years ago. I seen that shit.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but he's still doing it.
Yeah, man.
Word up.
Now, earlier you said we were talking about branding and content. So now you're putting out content.
Yeah.
Other than the rap battles and other than the music, you got your show, Full Court.
Yeah.
That you
Full
started.
Court Press, yeah.
Full Court Press. My bad. On YouTube and stuff. Tell us what led to that. Like what was the thought process behind that?
I think the thought process was whenever people would ask me for my predictions or whatever on certain battles, I'd give my certain insight. And I seen, you know, people respond to that like, yo, I like Core's insight. Yo, Core makes sense. So I know that I could kind of break down certain things in battle rap from my own personal view in my way, and people would appreciate it. So it's cool. I don't want to be the typical one, though, just interviewing you about your upcoming battle. I'm trying to set a platform where it's like we do something different. Like with Goods, I set up a full court press with him and a fan. Yo, take this little nigga shopping. Show him how to get fresh. I got a $250 voucher at this little sneaker store. Goods go in with Shorty, you know what I mean? He's looking at the shits. Goods is like, nah, look, you got 250. You know how the Dave Chappelle shit, 175.
Yeah.
So it's like some little shit where it's fly, but people know Goods for getting fly.
Yeah.
So you know what? Boom, take a fan. I asked on Twitter a certain question. He got it right. Boom, he won. You know what I mean? Boom, he met at the store. Goods, boom, we got him fresh. I recorded it, and then I had an interview with Goods in the store. Yo, son, boom, what's up with this, and this? You know, and his
That's
upcoming
dope.
shit with. So it was like a little different.
Right,
It's not
yeah.
a typical
Nobody's-
interview.
yeah, a lot of
you know what I mean?
people
I
have
might
that.
do some shit with a nigga, might be cooking, or I might do some shit like that. Like, I'm figuring it out, and I want to, you know, COVID shit came, so it's not like it's a lot of it, you know what I mean, like on sets or something I can set up.
You
But
can't be on location too
but
much.
it's allowed me to give me time to like, okay, cool, you know, I'm working on the album now. Let's do the album commentary. Set it up to get more people to one place.
Right. So focus.
All the pre-order
Yeah.
links is a secret link to my website where my merch is. So you're on my merch site when you go pre-order the album. That directs you to traffic there. So now you might listen to the album, fucking like, oh shit, Cole got hoodies here. Cool, let me check the rest of the shit out. That's really what it is. So it's like the whole game plan is just exclusivity. Like, I just want to sell that. I want to be able to just have certain shit that I can own and I can sell, and set that bar that way.
Right.
And continue to brand Cortez.
Exactly. Cortez Bodega.
At least you know you're not gonna get no bullshit. I want those customers. I'm gonna spend $1, son, because I know it's gonna be some official shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I think. And that's how I think of the other shit the same way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's dope marketing, and you go back to the days when like niggas would cop the actual physical copy to look at the jacket, not only listen to the CD or the tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something tangible.
Yeah.
Something that they could actually hold.
So now you got the show, Full Court Press.
Yeah.
We're pumping the album Resolutions. That's out. Everybody make sure you go download it.
Yes.
We got Resolutions 2 coming in maybe March, hopefully. You got the videos about to be popping. Do you have any battles lined up?
Nope. Got a couple offers, but I haven't had nothing that's locked me in yet.
Is there anyone you haven't battled that you want to battle?
Besides Surf.
But you battle Surf?
Nah.
Oh, no. You battle Tay-Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it ain't Surf, J.R. Ryder.
Oh shit,
Ryder.
that'll be a dope ass battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he back? Is he battling? Like, is he
You know,
DK back on the
he was
market?
just talking spicy, so you know.
After 40 Cal came out?
He was
Oh,
talking-
yeah, I remember
He was
those
talking
videos,
spicy,
man.
and then I had a little response track, you know.
Yeah,
I got
remember.
crazy. But you know, like,
He was in the video wearing a fur or some shit.
yeah, he was talking
Yeah,
spicy.
He was talking
yeah.
spicy.
But you know, like I say, like, you know, he mentioned my name, I responded. You know, he opened that door for that.
Oh, did he?
And
Okay.
then, you know, now it's just, all right, cool. If you do come back and you want that type of money, it makes sense to do it against me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd watch that shit.
I ain't
Can we get a track after that? Can we get a track with J.R. Ryder?
we can do anything after. Like, it's not like it's drama. Like you mad at him and
shit,
you know what I mean. We knew each other before this. You know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. Like, I just felt like, all right, cool. You know, you can't play with my name. That's it. You can't let people play with your name. You know what I'm saying. And he was talking crazy, so I had to respond. You know what I mean. And that when I dropped that track this next day, it was like, oh shit, hold on, son got a little crazy with you. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing with the 40 cal. Remember, I had the one round of a 40 cal early in the year. Smoked him too. Smoked him crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they could both, like, you know, it's like they like, nah, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you can't really, y'all not crazy. Y'all not getting crazy.
That's what you do. Yeah.
Like this is what you
coming
do.
into
You
your
want to get to
arena.
the bag, you get to the bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get it right.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I
fucking Nate Robinson, that nigga real quick. Like, you step in my arena, like, you know what I'm saying?
Both of them got rounds. Both of them got a round from me, right? JR got a whole diss track from me, and 40 got one round from me, and both those rounds is better than these shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Have you ever battled somebody that it was real beef? Like real personal? Or not even beef, but like
I won't say real personal, where it's like static, because I think especially it wouldn't have finished, especially back then. Those things wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I just say it was certain moments where I just felt like niggas was trying to box me out, or like yo, play the little Spanish nigga. You know what I mean? But that will always make me go harder because I'm like, nah, y'all not gonna violate me.
No.
We here. Me and I brought 30, 40 Puerto Rican niggas with me too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We wild. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you had to do that. Like, nah, nigga, stop playing. You know, it is what it is.
Do you have a favorite battle?
Holland, but besides Holland, I really like my T-Top battle that I just like. I really fuck with that battle a lot.
Yeah.
I fuck with my battle against Twerk.
Yeah.
So you do the side to side. My battle against Daylight is crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about that one.
Yeah, we spoke on that
I think my beat battle was super crazy. The beat battle.
I was just gonna say you
Yeah,
did have a
beat
battle where
battle.
there was a beat.
Yeah, the beat battle was super crazy. And that went
wasn't
viral.
Even, that wasn't even fair.
Yeah.
That wasn't even fair. You were just like, dude, didn't even after
It was my BB, right?
Nah,
I did the pun.
Yeah, you ain't a killer.
You ain't a killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After like maybe I want to say like 8-9 bars, dude felt like, oh yeah, I can't even be here. Like I shouldn't even be here.
That got ugly.
Yeah. Like you after put it this way, after I think you saw his face, that's when you started really having fun.
Yeah.
Cause he started spazzing. I was like, oh god, this is disgusting. This guy.
Damn.
Like you had the whole room. Like anything you said was like gold, yo. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing, yo.
That's that shit was just fun.
Yeah,
that shit was super fun. I fuck with that. I think there's a lane for that.
Like
for the
beat
beat
battles.
I do.
I was gonna say because a lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's a lane. There's a lot of rappers out here, and you can adjust with beats, like you know what I'm saying, to make it real interesting. And I feel like it's just different personalities.
Didn't they used to rap on beats on fucking Freestyle
106
Friday?
and all that,
Yeah.
but that pattern of your moms and your pops and that shit is gone. Like now, niggas really gotta rap.
Yeah.
I feel like now it could be a lot better with these beats. There's a whole thing I have. We talk off camera, but like I got a real like idea for that shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Is there any battle that you wish you could do over?
Nah.
You take them all the way.
Even the ones after like what was the one you said that you didn't perform like you should?
Oh, like I said earlier,
The
this
Young
year?
Boy, yeah.
Nah. I wouldn't have made this album. I wouldn't have made this album if I would have won that battle.
That's true.
That's a real answer right there. Yeah, no regrets.
That's true.
Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And again, shout out to the album Resolutions. Everybody
Absolutely.
made
Go
this
check
album.
that shit out.
Thank you.
Cesar, you a father?
Yes,
Boy, girl.
boy.
Nice, congrats.
Yeah,
God bless.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
How old?
God bless, baby.
My son is 17.
Wow.
Oh shit!
He outside.
Oh, you got
He
like that.
outside.
Let me
that's
let
my
me get
best
my
friend.
calculator.
I was
out.
gonna say,
We best friends, though.
You started young and then a motherfucker.
Yeah. I started early. You heard? I definitely did. But you know what I mean? Like I say, like my son kept me grounded for a long time. Though. You know what I'm saying? He keep that motivation. So but now like we super lit. So it's like
it's the two of you.
This is the first time he was around me making an album though. I like he was there from certain processes of me picking the beats, me going to the studio. Like I bring him along with me. You know what I mean? Like he likes that. He was even in a session with me, and I'm in there. I ain't gonna lie. Like I looked over and he was like, like in the corner. I was like, damn. Man. Felt bad as a bad father. I'm like, damn. It's only 3:00. The session ain't over till 8.
Yeah.
This nigga gotta go home though. Like you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say,
like,
does he have the music bug?
Huh?
Does he have the music bug?
He don't make music, but he listens. Like he loves music though, as in like really listens.
Yeah.
And he's got a good ear. Like he sit there and be like, oh, you did this and this. Like he catches.
Yeah.
And he understands what's gonna knock, and he understands what might be okay. But he be like, nah, that's fire. He be like, that's okay. That's fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he pay attention.
But
so
that's good though. You need that
he's
honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he was around me too, telling me like, "Yo, that's hard. All right, cool. Yeah, he'll be like, your peoples might listen to it. I don't know about my age." And then there's certain shit, he's like, "Nah, we would listen to that."
Yeah, exactly. So you need that insight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a whole demographic.
These racks is gonna go to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's all for him anyway. Yeah, exactly.
What's
His favorite joint?
track on the album?
He told me his favorite track was "Letter to the Streets." He told me that, but he also knew Meg. Like he knew how close Meg was with me. You know what I'm saying? And he knows my cousin. Like he knows his uncle that you know what I'm saying not passed away, doing a lot of time. So he's like, damn. You know, I remember cuz got locked up. Damn, I remember. You know what I mean? So like he understood that, and he was like, yo, that was a hard track. You know what I mean?
Was it hard to record?
That song or just in general?
No, that song.
Nah. When I wrote it though, like no bullshit. That's kind of crazy, but I got mad emotional writing the record. You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote the record 3 in the morning with the lights off type shit. You know what I mean? Just going in, boom, put it together. I know I was gonna go to the studio the next day. By the time I laid it down, I was alright. But when I wrote it, I just kept my honesty to it, and I think that helped a lot. Like, that wasn't
it translated to.
It's like, you know what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
what you just said, you recorded it 3 a.m. in a dark room, so it's just you and your pen. So you're like digging in to put out. No, again, that's my favorite song. It's emotional and you can feel it. And rest in peace. Matter of fact, let's take a shot for Meg.
Let's do it.
What up?
Then we're gonna
let's do it.
We're gonna give some shout outs. We gotta do 10 shots with BSOP. And then we're gonna hit the
what's 10 shots?
10 shots. We're not doing 10 shots.
No, we not saying. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, let's go.
And big shout out to the brother One Got Beats who's in the building.
Yes, One Got Beats.
That's my guy right there.
Big shout out to One Got Beats. One Got Beats actually connected this interview today, so thank you.
Yo, man, one was supposed to be on the album, man.
That was actually a question.
One was supposed to pull up, man.
Where's the one? Where's the one beat?
One got the invites though.
There's a part 2 coming out.
Oh yeah, of course.
He know. He always had the green light. Yo, bro, any of them days, just pull up. But we got joints out. He produced the joint with me and Tay Rock. Off the corner joint that I got. That's me featuring Tay Rock. He produced that joint. So like, man,
we on the lookout for the next one. And
we
shout out to the brother Fidel, aka at I
Boom,
Created,
boom.
in here taking pics.
This one for the bro, MEG.
Bless, baby.
For the Meg,
All right,
rest in
Gang,
peace.
resolution.
Rest in power.
Thank you, one. Because these guys is drinking pineapple juice, talking about let's do a shot. I'm here dying.
Shit, at least it ain't backwash from this beer I got.
Yo, cheers to you,
cheers to
brother
you,
Blood.
brother Blood.
Cheers, my brothers.
Where he at today? I ain't here.
He's in Toronto.
He's in Toronto.
He's looking for Houlihan for the rematch.
Yo, all my Yankee fans don't hate me for wearing a Toronto hat, man. It's just I have to
Phony,
represent
man.
They're not looking right now.
Next episode, he's gonna have his Tampa jersey on.
For real. Yeah. Talking about
yo, it's Giants to the day I die to the bury me and Yankees, man.
I feel sorry for you.
Don't play, man.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yo,
I'm New York even when I'm by myself, my nigga.
I don't know, man. But
you by yourself right now.
Yeah,
You're not
you
very
by
New
yourself.
York right now, so
let's
yo, don't talk tough because you're a 49ers fan, nigga. Fuck
I didn't
out of
say
here.
nothing.
Oh, that's pulling cards now.
I'm a 49er fan, but I've been a 49er fan though forever. Not when they were just good. All right, anyway.
Man, both y'all team sucks. Buffalo, we in there.
Oh yeah, right, you are.
I've been telling y'all.
I was gonna say.
I've been telling y'all for 30 years we a good team. Y'all finally gonna believe.
Yeah, especially after you lost 4 straight Super Bowls.
Do not bring up Buffalo.
Yeah, for real.
We're
Anyway,
gonna
move
see
on.
next week. We're gonna see next week.
Nah,
Can we
let's
switch
go
up?
to
Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas ass nigga.
let's go.
Yo,
to,
they were dope though.
As a matter of fact, let's go to 10 shots with BSOP. So 10 shots with BSOP is 10 rapid fire questions that are gonna be shot at you, and you gotta answer them with at minimal thought.
Rapid fire question.
Yeah,
just real
minimal
quick.
thought.
Whatever comes off the top of your head.
And
real
then
quick.
after you're done with all 10, we'll go back and
Are
we'll
they
talk
all
about
hip hop related?
they're all based on our previous episodes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Basically. So whenever you're ready,
Well,
my
you
brother.
do that, I'm gonna get high.
Rolling up. Go ahead. You can ask me when I'm rolling up. It's just one, shot, just respond real quick,
Yeah,
right?
whatever's
no,
on, whatever's
no
on
long
the top.
stories or anything.
Whatever's
Yeah.
off the
We'll
top.
go back after. And
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
All right.
All right, so here we go. 10 shots with VSOP. Number 10, 80s, 90s, or 2000s.
90s.
All right. Aaliyah, Rihanna, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
All right. Big L, Big Pun.
Big Pun.
No doubt. Menace, Juice, or Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Lauren or Mary J.
Mary J.
All right. Purple Tape or Iron Man.
Purple Tape.
Wu or Mobb Deep.
Whoa.
G Unit or Dipset.
G Unit.
Is Jay the top 5 dead or alive?
Yes.
And the last one, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas.
Jay-Z.
Shots, baby.
To Jay-Z, I knew because that's Brooklyn.
Yeah, of course.
Although
What you mean,
Biggie
boy?
would have been
Nigga.
executable too.
Yeah.
But yo, I don't know,
on,
man.
son. Come
I love
on, son.
Biggie. Rest in peace, Biggie.
Come on,
but
Is Hov for you?
yeah. For me,
No,
it's
for
Hov.
me it's Nas.
For me, it's Hov.
Yo, how you? Yo, for you is Nas?
Yeah, yo, I'm a Nas fan. I can't help it, man.
Come on, man.
He's a producer.
You didn't like Illmatic?
Of course I like them, man. I'm talking about everything after. Yo, hold on. This camera's on, son. Hold on.
No. We're not trying to bait you.
It's the Great American Hip Hop Debate. Yeah.
It's a debate, my brother. It's a debate. No.
Yo, that was smooth. Niggas spun me, son.
Nah.
Nah. Hov, look, man. I just feel like this. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, Hov. This is why I feel about Hov.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like Big was there, right? 2 classics, consistency, everything. It was there, right? But Hov got to live his time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was so much other shit he put out.
Yeah.
It's just like the consistency and all that. Like, it's just like, yo, this nigga is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I just feel like the shit he did after rap, like how he bossed up on it, like he really did it. Like,
Yeah.
like you have to like respect it. Like, damn, this nigga really did it. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop billionaire.
A word. So it's like he got to live that, so I have to give that to him.
He's a
You know
living
what I'm saying?
legend.
No, I
Nas, I feel like Nas is amazing. Like you know what I mean? Like the first albums and stuff, I was like, damn, you learn a lot as a writer from those. I learned a lot how to write. You know what I'm saying? Especially from Illmatic.
Yeah.
But it was just like there was certain, like, I feel like Nas always picked the worst beats. Like, I feel like his beat selection was just not.
Can we
That
talk?
is a,
Can we talk about that though? I mean, Illmatic. What's the worst
I
beat?
can't ever speak on it like I don't never want to speak.
No.
on it like,
I'm just saying, like the
Yeah, because
worst.
Jay got a couple whack beats too.
Yeah, exactly.
Biggie-
Everybody got whack
Well,
beats.
I feel like songs get dated. Songs
Yeah,
get dated.
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
But
Jay
they're
had
great
songs
records.
that were not good when they came out. Cause that Jay and Mariah on Volume 3, I believe.
What?
That shit was trash from
with Swizz
onset. Yeah.
Okay.
Also the Jay and a Mill
Which one?
on was it on Volume 2? Or
But the
Volume
project
3?
overall, you know, the album overall is fire though, you know. So
Yeah, but no,
That's
we're
the
talking
thing
about
with
picking
Hov.
whack beats. Like Nas,
Everybody picks whack
Nas has the reputation of picking whack beats,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it may
yeah,
not
yeah.
be fully justified. And
Yes.
Jay has picked a couple whack beats,
Yes.
but yo, Jay's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, no question.
Like-
I don't dispute that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like we only use that because that was our first episode.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate hip hop question. I think.
Exactly that. At least
to our generation.
in our generation, and in New York.
So to you it's Nas. To you it's Hov.
Jay.
Jigga. Yeah.
Yeah. So
To you too.
B.I.G.
Big.
Yeah.
The thing with Big, and I love Big, and I never want to sound like I don't love Big because everybody fucking loves Big. But like Cortez says, we never got to see the evolution.
Right.
So he had his 2 dope albums, but we never got to see him beyond that.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, that's always gonna be a what if.
Right. And
What if he
same
fell
thing-
off?
same-
What if the next album was
I
trash?
don't
What if
think
he
was gonna
left?
fall off,
What
though.
if
It's
he
just the
left
fact
Bad
we didn't
Boy?
get to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But then you know,
Same thing with Pun,
It's
too.
just the fucked up thing with Pun, man. Pun is a whole different story. It was just like
Pun was fucking.
that was energy
Pun's,
right there.
Pun's in my top 5.
To go
No
back
question.
real quick to something you said, writing rhymes. You still write your rhyme?
I don't write. I write sometimes. Sometimes I do, but like I'll write the chicken scratch, whatever. But mostly, like, you know, I jot down my little ideas. Like I mumble cadences in my head sometimes, and I'll just be like, yo, all right, this is what this needs, and then I'll go back and listen to it, and I'm like, oh, I like this, and I'll put flows together. There's different ways I just come up with shit.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if you play something in the studio and I hear it, boom, I'm gonna write it in my phone and write it down. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Go in there.
The lost art of writing. Sure. Now you surprised me when you picked G Unit because you say you was a big Dipset fan
Exactly.
earlier.
Yeah, but I was a bigger 50 Cent fan. Like
Yeah.
I knew about him from the mixtapes.
Oh no, he had a run.
Like
He had
I'm
a
talking
crazy
about
run.
but I'm talking about when he was on all those Clue mixtapes. He'd be
Yeah.
on track 16, 17, but he was
Yeah, the
always
2000.
on
Yeah,
the Clue
yeah,
tape.
he was always there. He was
Yeah.
always there.
You know what's funny? I think what's the homie's name? The producer?
Dozer?
Dozer? I think he got a little 50 in him. Like, pause that. But I think he sounds a little bit like
right,
I think he sounds a little like 50 on a couple of joints.
I want to say sound like 50. What I would say is just like he has a niche. Like he's found his sound. He knows
similar presence.
Yeah, and you know what? I also think that comes from the fact that he's a producer. So he's creating a sound that people are gonna accept. And I feel like that's bold. I feel like that's bold. He's not doing what everybody else is doing.
He's doing him.
He's in there cooking up. You know what I'm saying? And he bars out. He know how to make music and he grinds. So it's like I'm sitting here like, nah, like he motivate me.
Right.
I motivate him. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, this is somebody that could go.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the best feeling in the world when you know somebody could go.
Yeah, your energies are bouncing off each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And you from BK as well?
Those are from Brooklyn too.
And not for nothing, to be on a track with you, you gotta bar up. Like, come on, you can't come silly on a track. You know what I'm saying? So,
trigger happy boy, I had to kill him with a snap.
we spitting now?
we ain't. Go ahead and shoot.
No.
It's your turn.
See, keep playing, son. It's the second L. I'm in. I'm ready, nigga.
Page 57. I'm telling you.
It's your turn. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Nah.
Yo,
Cole,
Burnz, we got something to speak about.
You heard? You heard?
I ain't getting the top tier money, man. Dang.
You
y'all
said,
got any last questions? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We running on
we running
on good timing.
Yeah.
But
Hov, you got a question?
No, I was gonna relate it to 10 shots. You said Mary J over Lauren.
Oh, and happy quick birthday to Mary J. She just turned, I believe, 50.
Okay. She wowed on Tyrese or something, right? She wowed on Tyrese.
Oh yeah, he did something funny. Tyrese always doing some stupid shit. I think he touched her inappropriately or some shit.
Wow.
What?
Oh yeah, he touched the leg.
Right here, her thigh or something.
The fuck's wrong with him?
Yo, some nigga wrote that she Monet in real life. I was rolling that damn shit. Because that's her character in the show Ghost and shit. She
One thing I forgot to touch on when we were talking before was like as far as lyrics being admissible in court now. You know what I'm saying?
I read about that Maryland, right?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Like that's crazy.
That's fucking sick. That's like basically they're gonna start. That's almost a form of censoring because now you can't. You really not. You can if you want to talk about.
Well, the hip hop police been on that shit for years, my brother.
Yeah, but
that's a whole different level when they can use your lyrics to
like they can
incriminate you,
especially when you know.
I mean, but if you snitching, you basically you giving a statement on the song, like. Yeah, it's like if they fucking
Yeah, but something could be misinterpreted wrong. I could do a diss track and I could be saying something like, and I say in the diss track, I'm like, the 6th floor, make your wig pull, then the 6th floor, I know where you live on the 6th floor, then there's some shit, right? All right, if I wop that and say the 6th floor and then all that's true, I'm being stupid. But if I say the 6th floor, leave your wig pull, and then all right, cool. You did a diss track, but in your head, you're like, I'm not taking it to the next level.
Exactly.
But that nigga's in all kind of shit, and he gets shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then they sit there and say, "Well, you said you would let the 6." It's like, what, nigga? You're not telling me that for that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just use that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit is crazy to me.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
That's limiting your artistic freedom.
Right. Exactly. Or your ability to express yourself, even.
You see what happened with YFN Lucci, right? That he was like in a vehicle.
Well, I didn't hear the story, but I feel like it's something. I feel something. Yeah. Well, what's the story? What is it?
Basically, the victim got a dome shot. He got shot in the head in a vehicle, and they threw him out the car. You know what I'm saying? And they got Lucci as the driver. So if he probably didn't record nothing after that. But if you record something and they're doing an investigation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be a dumbass to be like, I was pushing the whip when your ass got hit. Like, come on, man. Like,
but somebody did that, though.
Yeah. Didn't Melly YBM Melly
or some shit? He recorded talking about I murdered my homeboy.
Yeah, drove around with him in the
trunk.
Fucking
did that.
Yeah, you're a dumbass. You know
that shit is crazy.
Rappers are wild.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. But yo, I got a question for you to switch the mood and shit.
What's up?
Being from BK, are you a Nets fan or Brooklyn Nets fan?
Nah, I'm a Knicks fan still.
You're a Knicks fan? Okay.
I'm watching what the Nets are doing, of course.
Yeah.
Got
Nets
to.
are
So yeah, that was my
ridiculous,
next
man.
question.
You know, I
That
still gotta
James
watch what they
Harden move.
doing. Yeah.
What you think about that Harden
I
move?
feel like it's lit. You know, I thought they was gonna have to give up a lot more players to do that, but the fact that they didn't have to give up nobody but LeVert, they got to keep Dinwiddie and they got to keep Joe Harris.
There's a video.
It's like, you know what?
There's a
Let
video.
it fly.
There's
Fuck
a,
it.
Yo, I fucking hate James Harden, bro.
yo, there's a video on YouTube.
Why he got my same body and he's scoring 30 a night and I'm over here
NBA.
bullshitting with y'all? That's
'Cause you're lucky,
bullshit. I
nigga.
seen the video the other day. His jersey look tight like that. I'm like, yo, come on, man.
I could do
You
that.
ain't got the same beard.
I'm gonna
game.
say the same thing I
My
said
son did
on like
not
episode
care. He
3.
came in like, yo.
I could D him up. I could pause. I could stop James Harden from scoring.
From scoring
You
what?
wild.
Like if you're trying to chase a
Like,
bitch.
I'll be there like.
Yo,
Cause
when
that niggas
he's
is gonna
smoking,
play
I
the
want to
slow
smoke
motion.
when he's smoking.
Yeah.
son.
what-
I want to
You gotta
smoke when he's
believe in
smoking.
yourself. Trust me.
Boy, Harden is a beast, boy.
I don't understand how he does
Man
it.
is different.
Yo, it's not possible.
It is
It's the
different.
lefty.
It's right.
It's the lefty. It's just
Yeah.
different.
That's the other thing
It's
too.
the
Like
lefty.
that's hard to defend, man.
He
Like
got
Euro
a, he
step.
got a
Euro
granddad
step.
bod.
Yo, but KD,
What a hater.
Kyrie, and now James Harden. Yo, I think Brooklyn is set, man. I think
That's a
they
good look for
taking
Brooklyn.
it in the East.
Yo, I'm
That's a
telling
good
you
look
right
for
now, I just want to see them versus
I was
LA,
gonna.
son.
I was gonna
Versus
say.
Even
LA.
them, or even if they go against the Clippers, it's lit. But if they go against LA, it's really lit. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, nah,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
y'all all
yeah.
traded places.
Yeah.
AD's with LeBron now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you got
Yeah, nah.
fucking
Kyrie
Yeah, you
thing.
got Kyrie against him
Yo,
at this
but
time.
Durant-
He's still against Durant.
Durant's a little. I
Yo,
don't know, man.
But tell me like this. It's like
All
I
that
told.
team hopping he do.
It's like I told Henrock though. Henrock, our boy Henrock is a huge Brooklyn fan, and I told him like this: Yo, if y'all don't at least make it to the final,
Oh, it's a bus.
it's a but. Thank you.
It's
It's
a
a
bus.
bus. You have to
facts.
get there. You
Facts.
have
It's
to.
a
It's
bus.
a wrap. Like if you don't,
I don't know about their defense, but they do have spots that they can still sign players. I think is Jamal Crawford playing. I ain't gonna lie, that's who I think the
He'll
Knicks
be
should pick.
extreme.
That's how I think the
Yo.
Nets should
He
pick.
was
up.
on-
He was
always
on them
a
last
good
year, but I
player,
don't know
yeah.
if he's playing in the league this
Yeah.
year. But if I was the Nets, I would call him immediately, especially with D'Antoni. And when they go on the bench, when they go get their rest, you got somebody that could create their own shot and a scorer.
He'll drop
Yeah.
30 on
That
you
boy
every
get
night.
crazy. They don't matter how old they what. I think he be the key, and they need somebody else because dude with the fro that they traded, Jared
Dinwiddie?
Allen.
Oh,
Belly?
Jared Allen.
Belly?
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
next.
Jared
Nah,
Allen,
Jared
yeah.
Allen. Jared Allen is like you need somebody like that. I don't
Yeah.
know who's available,
It's like I was telling my.
but they need somebody that could get busy and play some deep.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm
a
saying?
heart player.
I was telling my brother. Now it's not about D'ing up. Like now you gotta outscore everybody. That's like the team they got right now. They're not gonna D up nobody. Now they're just gonna outscore
Yeah,
you. They
yeah,
have to
'cause-
outscore you now because they really don't have no
But
defense.
that
like you
doesn't
said.
work in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
That's
funny
why
thing
I
is, a
said-
lot of people don't realize D'Antoni is with the Nets. So Harden is going right back to D'Antoni. So D'Antoni already knows how to play him. So when D'Antoni and Steve Nash are going through these sets now, he's gonna be like, nah, he could fit in, and he knows this route already. It ain't like he gotta learn anything from D'Antoni's playbook. He knows that shit.
Word
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he knows what's up. Yeah.
So
He knows what's
D'Antoni
coming,
just
yeah,
gotta
of
sit
course.
there and be like, yo, let's run this play for him. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Then Nash already got Durant. Durant is the type of play he's always gonna get his buckets because the game come that easy to him, son. He shoot
Exactly.
over niggas. He's 7 feet tall. He got a
He
gun.
can back you down.
You can't do
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
with him.
A 7
He
foot
will
guard
get
and
only
shit.
10 touches, and he'll still have made 8 of them. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you get him
exactly.
20
Yeah, yeah,
touches
yeah,
a game,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
still gonna get you a double at least. Like
At least, yeah.
He remind me a
If
lot
he
of
didn't get
him.
injured, he might have been the GOAT. He might have been the
Get the
GOAT.
fuck out of here.
You heard that?
Nah, I missed it. My bad.
I said he remind me a lot of me.
Fuck outta here.
Nah, but yo, the Knicks ain't doing that bad either.
I know
They're
they're
not
not. They're
doing
not
that.
looking crazy.
They're
They're
not
not
doing
looking
that
crazy.
bad.
They're not looking. But
They're not
it's still.
looking crazy in comparison.
They look a little
but
bit
they
better,
I'm
though.
just saying it's
better
still
than
it's still a work in progress though. With the
usual
Knicks.
Knicks.
You know what I'm saying? They got a good young team, but it's still a work in
They
progress.
do. They
Shout
do
out to the
solid,
Knicks.
yeah.
Rest in peace to Anthony Mason, bro.
Fact.
Yeah,
Word,
that's my guy.
word, word.
Him and Oak, that was a
Yeah, him and Oak
fearsome
was scary,
twosome
yo.
right
They
there.
were scary.
Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But brother Corman, thank you for
Yeah,
coming through,
man.
my brother.
We
If anybody
appreciate you, my
wants to
brother.
shout
Listen,
out
man,
while
I
you're here.
appreciate y'all, man. Listen, man, everybody just go cop resolutions, go support that. Shout out to you guys for having me.
Thank you.
This is gonna be the first of many. R.I.P. my bro Meg.
Yes, R.I.P. man.
Free my bro Size.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's
you,
it, man.
brother.
Resolutions.
Likewise.
Resolutions.
Get
Make sure
that.
y'all go get that. Make sure y'all following the
that.
homie at Cortez _bodega. Brother Blood, you got any shout outs?
Yo, you already know.
Oh
man.
wait,
Go
my
cop
bad.
the
We gotta
album.
get to the
love
to
song
the
of the
love
week.
song of the week.
Come on, man.
Brother
Alright, let's
F, you
get
got that queued up. This one is going out to with like 3 T's and a couple I's in there. Shout out to the brother One Got Beat. Brother Blood, you got to sign off.
Yeah, man, you already know, my brothers. Go get that album, Resolutions. That shit fire. Props to the boy Cortez for coming through. Again, for all the smokers, go check out that track, Growers. And
Right.
we're going to keep rocking with this Gahhd Cast shit, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for always checking in International Blood.
Yes, sir.
Brother VS, you got any shout outs?
You know what it is, VSOP. VS to the OP here, man. Go check out that LeBron and Little interlude video. Shit is dope.
I gotta check that. I haven't seen the video.
Nah, that shit's dope. Go watch that shit. That track is
I'm
fire.
gonna look at it right
I'm
now.
gonna
watching
check
it right
out.
after this.
Absolutely.
That track is fire. Go check that out. Big shouts to the brother Court for being here, man. Like, thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Gahhd Cast, you know what it is, fellas.
Absolutely, thank you. And as always, shout out to the Breath babies, shout out to the Breath wives, the Breath moms and dads, everybody out there. Shout out to the Fugi sponsors who don't send us shit. As always, for cheap times.
Cheap times, baby.
Cheap times.
Chin up, chest out. All right, my bad. Before I do my sign off, I've been saving it. I do got 4 bars for Cortez.
Oh!
Nah, I'm fucking around.
Ah, this guy.
I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Pull out my camera and shit.
Nah. I can't do that. This man's a legend. Chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. Somebody hit my music.
This one's for the fam, cuz behind the wall. Build with your bros, we design a fall. Yelling, hold your own. I tell them king and peace. I miss my brother Mac, a letter to the streets. This one's for the fam, cuz behind the wall. Build with your bros, we design a fall. Yelling, hold your own. I tell them king and peace. I miss my brother Mac, a letter to the streets. Cause though we was lit, was always in the mix. Got caught cutting class, so you crashed at the crib. A bully in the trap, way before we had the pits. Family always right, no matter what you did. Family first, see by blood we was bonded. But love is the hardest when your loved one's a target. I'm fighting back tears, they can't judge you for that. And I'm gonna always love you for that. I miss you, cuz. This one's for the fam. Cuz behind the wall, build with your bros. We design a fall. Yelling, hold your own. I tell them king and peace. I miss my brother Meg. A letter to the streets. But instead, I'm at war with God, like Revelation's a facade. A mirage you cling, as imitation only linked by the 6 degrees of separation. You're a fan, a stand to me is defamation. Holler hands, hollow man to me, he's Kevin Bacon. How the fuck, yo, hold on, how the fuck y'all ride with him? How the fuck y'all ride with him? He ain't loyal as a patriot, you dispatch state, you disloyal, ungrateful bitch. Jeff's a mere mortal. Good God, you make me sick. I came to turn my back on God like an atheist. And like I said, I appreciate y'all reaching out, but just wait till round 3. There's some shit we gotta speak about.
Motherfucker.